Hi Libras, hoping that you're all doing well. Welcome to the channel if you're new, and if you're one of my awesome subscribers, thank you so much for your love and support. If you're not one of my awesome subscribers, go ahead, hit the button. It's free. Get your energy into the channel. Let's see what's going on for you guys. Please note, general messages, they will not resonate for everyone, so take what does, leave the rest, and don't try to make it fit to your story if it doesn't, okay? It just means it's not the message for you this time. And also don't be afraid of any of the messages that may come out, because we all have free will and we can influence change. And people have free will too, so whoever you're dealing with could change their mind at any given point in time. If you'd like a personal reading that's specific to your situation, you can find a link to my website in the description box below. Or if my energy doesn't resonate with yours, there are hundreds of amazing YouTube readers. So feel free to choose the one that, of course, works best for you. And lastly, you can also check out your Moon, Rising, and Venus sign placement videos. And that might provide more... Oh, there we go, coming into it. That might provide more messages that resonate for you at this time. Okay, I'm ready. Here we go. Look at you showing up, Queen of Swords. Okay. So we all know that the Queen of Swords is somebody who's come up in life and has gone through a few hard knocks. This is somebody who's honest. They face the truth even if it's unpleasant. They're upfront with everyone. They like everything on the table. They play by the rules. This is somebody that likes to avoid lies and deception. This is somebody who's astute. They will size up a situation quickly. They can understand hidden motives and desires. This person cannot be tricked or conned. They're very difficult to fool. This person figures out unspoken rules and agendas. They're very quick on the uptake. They're also forthright. They're direct and open usually in all dealings, and they get to the heart of the matter. They act without pretense or a guile. They're straightforward, a no-nonsense type, can be candid when necessary, witty, experienced. Like I said, they've seen and done it all. Has strength due to life's hard knocks, and definitely free of self-righteous judgments, and usually has realistic expectations. As such, you've got your Three of Swords here. Something tells me there was some honesty that was asked for in a situation, or may have come out, and because of that, either somebody is feeling heartbreak, they either caused it, or they're suffering emotional pain, just could be hurting inside, or maybe they feel disappointed. Maybe this individual is receiving some unsettling news in the next little while, or perhaps their feelings were hurt in some way, shape, or form. Or maybe this queen ended up hurting somebody, because this queen can also be, in her negative aspect, quite cruel. This is air energy, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. But that being said, it also refers to feeling lonely, like maybe there was a separation as of late, or maybe someone feels rejected or feeling isolated from those that they love. Maybe they felt that they were deserted in a time of need, or just feeling lost in general. And some of you even may be experiencing betrayal, or you discovered a truth that really hurts, or you found that you put your trust into somebody and it was misplaced. Maybe you were let down, or you let someone down. Maybe you got stabbed in the back, or maybe you've decided to turn against someone, or you broke your word. Let's continue on and see what the heck. It could have had to do with money. It could have had to do with stability. It could have had to do with a long-term situation, because this is about having material abundance, or being free from money problems, trying to enjoy business success, or feeling financially secure, or someone seeing their ventures flourish. But also this is about seeking permanence. So somebody who is looking for a solution that will last, or possibly even creating a lasting foundation. Maybe that Queen of Swords that first came up was looking at the long term, and maybe they wanted an orderly family life, and they wanted to move beyond makeshift arrangements and actually nail down a plan. They could be quite the type of individual who likes to stay within established guidelines, or proceeding according to quote-unquote rules, or taking part in traditions, trusting the tried and true. But it could also mean too that if they misplace their trust in a situation or a person, then they're continuing in known patterns that might need to change here, because you've got the Death card and it's showing up in reverse. It's like something's not changing. Something's not changing in this situation, and that could be what's causing the problem. So maybe this was something that was spoken about. It's like, look, I want this to change, or this needs to be sorted out, or that needs to be sorted out. Death can apply to anything, but I feel that something needs to go through a transition here. Possibly too, maybe you were waiting in an in-between state for a while. I guess, and please keep in mind too that the energies can be reversed, so this could be the person that you're dealing with. So I feel like some change needs to happen here in terms of how somebody's been carrying on or doing things for as long as they have been. Yeah, see, there needs to be an ending of some sort and some lessons learned and a decision made. Look at that, King of Swords. So the world is usually about endings, and it's also taking all of the lessons that we've learned and applying them logically in order to make a decision. So it's about looking at all of the parts of the situation. And somebody wants to achieve their heart's desire, but I feel like they don't know how, because they've been continuing to repeat cycles, and that needs to be cut out. There's something that needs to be looked at here. Either you keep choosing the same type of partner who may not be good for you. There's something in a cycle here that really needs to be looked at, especially with that King of Swords energy. And that's going to take a lot of honesty, right? Because again, this is Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini energy. So I really feel like this is more about you than actually the person that you're dealing with. I feel that this may have to do with how you approach situations externally to you. And I think that I think it's important to be very analytical, like cut through any confusion or mental fog. It's about being able to understand a problem quickly or see it for what it is. And this isn't a fault. If anything, this is a lesson for you. This is a lesson, and any of these hard knocks that you've gone through are actually trying to teach you this. They're trying to teach you how to communicate your ideas successfully, or to be just, like demand honesty and insightful judgments, understand, honors all sides of an issue. It's about focusing on truth and fairness, and views situations with, say, a dispassionate eye, right? Like being impartial and objective, because it's possible that your heart might get hurt very easily. So this could be a lesson, and the reason why you keep attracting the same types of situations or partners is because, you know, Spirit is testing you here. It could also be a test in terms of helping you to maintain your ethical standards, right? Like being a moral and ethical person and encouraging those high standards. Working against somebody who might be corrupt or dishonest, and taking a high road in dealings, and also living by, your own highest principles. So I'm really getting a need, in a sense, to stand up for yourself and to be very honest and be very comfortable with your words, because you are very intellectual, you are very knowledgeable, you're able to challenge with a fair approach what comes at you. So if you're dealing with somebody who's been giving you a little bit of a hard time, I think that Spirit is asking you to draw on these sides of yourself. And if you don't even know that you have them, it might be good to articulate yourself, like get used to finding your voice, like use your verbal skills, because you are a stimulating conversationalist. You are somebody who can say what they mean. Yeah, see, this is about not defending yourself about the things that you're not happy with. So I see in the near future that some of you are going to be taking a very logical approach to the things that you haven't been happy with. If you've been dealing with somebody who's a little bit forceful and a little bit pushy, somebody who tries to put their beliefs onto you and tries to make you accept the way that things should be, I feel like this is going to be you in a point where you're going to be able to express to them, like, look, I don't like this piece of this connection, I don't like that piece of this connection, or this here needs to change, or this needs to be tweaked. And I feel like you're going to come at it from from a perspective of balance and strength, especially with that King of Swords energy there that we saw at the bottom. I feel like you're going to be quite stern, which is what's needed right now. This challenge, which is also the number 5, is what has been causing you emotional anguish, I feel, is because somebody has been trying to force their opinions on you. Or, if we look at it fairly and honestly, maybe it's a matter of looking at yourself. Perhaps you haven't been accepting their ways of being and the way that they see that things should be done, and maybe there isn't compromise going on. It's like just straight away no. So I see regardless that somebody's going to be open to it. Like if this was upright, then the arms are crossed and somebody would be very much like, no, I'm not listening to anything here. But I feel like you're approaching this period, which is good. I mean, conflict is about growth. It pushes us to try new things, learn new things, act different ways, feel different ways. And I feel like somebody's thought processes here are going to be challenged, and I feel like you're going to learn something here, and then that's going to help you learn the lesson so that something here can transform to help you get this, laid out plan that you're looking for without the heartache that comes from it. And you are fair and diplomatic. Oh, and there you go. And there is your 9 of Cups. So the happiness is on its way to you, and it's for dealing with this by taking charge and being fair in your dealings, but also being strong about your conviction. Like, don't show them that you're wavering. Show them that you have this ability to rule in how you feel, and that you're open to the communication so that decisions can be made for the best of all involved. But to do that, it means not letting our emotions get in the way, listening to all of the facts, really paying attention to each side of the coin and weighing it out, and also not feeling threatened, right? Like that 5 of Swords. Sometimes we feel defeated if somebody's coming at us with a different perception or a different way of wanting to do things. But this is actually an opportunity for growth, because maybe you're not seeing all of the different ways that things can be done, right? And so maybe you've been trying to be strategic or doing what you want behind the scenes, or maybe someone that you're dealing with is doing something behind the scenes instead of giving something a try here, weighing out the pros and cons, right? I mean, anything can grow, and there's not just one right way of doing something, okay? So I feel like it may have caused some disharmony because nobody was moving forward in this situation, because each person was getting their heart hurt or feeling like they were completely pushed aside. But I see that the healing is coming now, which is beautiful, and I see action being taken. Finally, someone's going to free themselves from this defensive energy, right? Because they've had a little bit of time to reflect. They're going to use their wisdom on it, and they're going to lower it down and not say, hey, you know what, I'm not going to look at everything, right? And that makes the happy home life. I'm being told leave it there. That goes to your 10 of Cups right there, which is the happy home life, getting along, the happy ever after, being able to manage family life, but doing it in a respectful and fair way of both people involved, feeling joy, embracing happiness, having that sense of well-being, coming from a place of radiating love, counting the blessings and expressing your happiness. It's also about enjoying peace, which I feel is needed here in this situation, because I feel like there's just been some conflict that may have led to some rows here. And again, it's based on what would be the Hierophant, which is also akin to belief systems, right? So that comes from how we're raised. It's like our parents tell us that something has to be done this way, or the church tells us something has to be done this way, or school tells us something has to be done this way, or whatever. And it's so embedded into us that we don't stop and look at the fact with that Page of Pentacles that the people we're dealing with have made it to today doing things differently, right? So maybe it's okay to try something different, and maybe it might even work out. So Spirit is saying just give it a try, because this is something that's pushing you guys to a higher level. And usually conflict as well, if you can find some compromise and if you can discuss it and you each take action instead of fighting each other on it, what's really cool is that you find this balance and it becomes trial and error, and then you're actually living in the moment, right? You're living in the moment and you're just trying things out and seeing how it works. So I think Spirit is just either saying for you or the cross watchers, time to be open, honest, and let's compromise. Like, let's try it your way for a week. Let's see how it goes. Or can we, for example, if you like to read at night and your partner likes to stay up and watch TV, can we get an extra TV and put it in a spare bedroom? And can you watch it there and I'll read, right? Like that sort of thing. There's always a way, and conflict is necessary for change. But a lot of us get afraid of conflict, hence that Five of Swords energy with the guy walking away here. A lot of us get afraid and we run away from it instead of using it as an opportunity to find a balance and a harmonious connection, right? So that everybody can live together peacefully. So open yourselves up, Libras. That's what I got. Let's see when this situation could be resolved, or when you can expect some communication or whatever. December. Well, change takes time. Okay? So whether this has been brewing since December or whether a foundation is going to be laid down, I feel that things will be worked out by December, and it's not that far away. And plus it takes time, right? It takes time to implement new ways of behaving, but I feel that good things are happening here. All right, Libras, that's what I got for you. I'm sending you so much love, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. See you again soon. Bye.